Hi, I'm Kelly Boyette, and I am on the kindergarten teaching team here at Cole Valley Christian School. I love being a part of this school for many, many reasons. One of my favorite things about the school is the value that is placed on individual students. We don't have cookie cutter students here. They all look different, and we do our best to meet them where they are. But however, the school's not so lost in seeing the individual that they don't have a large vision, because Cole has an amazing large vision, but it is all based on the value of the individual, and that's what I so much love being a part of. And we have a very unique model here at Cole Valley. As part of the kindergarten team, we have 3 main teachers that are broken down into the core subject areas: reading, writing, and math. So if your child was a student at Cole Valley Christian School, they'd be assigned to one teacher as their homeroom teacher. So today, let's pretend I'm your homeroom teacher. I'm Mrs. Boyette, your homeroom teacher. Great to have you today. So what would happen, your child, like I said, has a homeroom teacher, and that's sort of your home base, and that's where you start every day in your homeroom class. As you see behind me here are our cubbies, and each child has their very own cubby, and that's where they come in every morning, and they put their lunchbox in there and their coat in there, and they start their day here. We start our day in my favorite place in the room, on the rug, where we share important things that have happened, and we start our day with the pledges and also with prayer. And then if you're in my homeroom, because I'm the writing teacher, your first block for the day would be writing. And in writing, we do 3 different major components. We have handwriting, we have story writing, and then we have read word practice that we learn sight words and things like that. So one major part of our model is a hands-on. So we would work at little stations like you see back here on these back tables with hands-on things. The kids are working with their peers at their table, working on building words with letters, letter sounds. Whatever point we're at in the year, whatever would be appropriate, they get to work with their hands along with their peers in that way. And while they're doing that, I would be at a small group table working with individual children in a small group to meet their needs of where they're at that time. And then after we have our writing period, your kids would go on out to recess. We're blessed to have recess aides that take the kids out. They go out and have fun on the playground, and when they come back in, it's time to change to their next subject area, so that your children would line up, and then they would go to math time. And in math, our school focuses on the Singapore philosophy. So the students are taken from the concrete stage, where they manipulate items according to numerical value, and it moves to the picture stage, where they can identify picture value by pictures, number value through pictures, and then the abstract stage, where they know that the number symbol represents a value. And they do this again in a hands-on way in small groups working with their peers, and then the teacher also meets with them to make sure that their needs are getting met of where they are. And then after they're done with math time, they'll move to the reading room. And then with a reading teacher, they do the same thing. It's based on a workshop type method where they work in small group, hands-on, working with phonics that way, manipulating letters and things like that with their hands, doing other activities that help to build their phonetic strengths. And then they also work in small groups, reading with the teacher at their level, right where they're at. And then they also have a time to build their, we call it reading endurance, where they get to work on just reading independently, as well as being read to, so that they can learn to analyze text and things like that. It's a great reading program where phonics is stressed, but it's stressed through a multisensory way. It's really, really fun. And then after the 3rd block, then your child would have lunch. And because of the setup of our school, we don't have a lunchroom, but they eat in the classroom. And as odd as that may sound, it's actually sort of like the little family coming home and eating around the family table. So we have fun eating in our classroom, and they go to recess again and have a nice long recess on the playground. Come back, and that is our special time in the afternoon with our homeroom teachers, where we have our Bible time, where we teach them that Jesus knows them and loves them and has a plan for them. And then they get to go to specials. We have 3 specials. We have music, we have PE, and we have STEAM. So the different classes rotate through those specials on a weekly basis. Then they come back, and then it's time to pack up and go home, and then we do it again the next day. Our kindergarten program here is unique in that we have the 3 core teachers that the students rotate through: reading, writing, and math. And in that, we have 3 days, 3 core days, 3 full days of kindergarten a week. And so those days are very, very academic, where everyone's here, everyone rotates through the 3 core subjects. And then on the other 2 days of the week, those days we call enrichment days, and they're optional if you would like to enroll your children in that. And on those days, no new concepts are introduced. We do review concepts and reinforce the concepts that are already taught through fun ways, but we also work on a lot of social acclimation during those times. That's the time when kids have more time to do what we call creative play. So they develop those executive skills that you learn just through playing with other children your age. And so on Mondays and Thursdays, those are the enrichment days, where those are the optional days. Everyone comes to kindergarten on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday in our program, and those are what we call our core academic days for Cole Valley Christian Kindergarten. And then the big question is, do we have homework in kindergarten? And at our school, at the kindergarten level, the only homework that we have is a self-paced reading program. Because we only have 3 academic days, we pack a lot into our core days. And so when our kids go home, we want them to have time with their family and be able to relax and grow in other ways other than just be slammed with academics. So we don't have homework in kindergarten except for the independent self-paced reading. And on a weekly basis, we send home communication. We call it a week at a glance. And that's where you can see the concepts in each core subject that your student will be learning for the week. You'll see any special dates that are on the horizon of fun events that are coming up or things like that. We also send home a monthly calendar in kindergarten, so you can see if we have a special day coming in kindergarten. We have a Mother Goose Day where kids get to dress up in their favorite Mother Goose character and recite their poem. We have a kindergarten feast day where we celebrate God's goodness in a kinder-friendly way around Thanksgiving time. And of course, we have Christmas parties. We have a fun Easter egg hunt based on the resurrection eggs at Easter time. So all of those things you would be able to find on your kindergarten calendar, as well as homeroom birthdays and when they fall, because we like to acknowledge kids on their birthdays in the classroom as well and let them know how much they're loved in their homeroom. So those are the 2 main ways that we communicate, is through the week at a glance as well as our monthly calendar. And then of course we have continual communication. It's an open line of communication between parents and teachers at all time through email and at drop-off time or whenever it's convenient. I love the program here at Cole Valley. I love the partnership that we have as teachers working together. I love the partnership that we have with parents, just helping each child to become the best that they can be for the glory of the Lord and just to see what they're going to do to better His kingdom. It is a great place to be, and if you should so choose for your child to come here, I look forward to seeing you. Thanks a lot. Bye.